Question 9. At a clothing store, Theodore bought 4 shirts and 2 ties for a total price of $95. At the same store, Simon bought 3 shirts and 3 ties for a total price of $84. Each shirt was the same price and each tie was the same price. Which system of equations can be used to find S, the cost of each shirt in dollars, and T, the cost of each tie in dollars? So what do we have here? We have 4 shirts and 2 ties for $95. Okay, we also have 3 shirts and 3 ties for $84. So if you look at the choices, choice B has it just like that. Okay, 4 times the cost of the shirt plus 2 times the cost of the tie equals 95. And then 3 times the cost of a shirt plus 3 times the cost of a tie equals 84. In question 10, we need to use that question. Okay, using question 9, Alvin bought 1 shirt and 2 ties at the same store. What is the total price in dollars and cents of Alvin's purchase? So if we want to figure out 1 shirt and 2 ties, then we need to figure out, well, the cost of a shirt and the cost of a tie. And then we'll be able to figure out his purchases. How are we going to find that information? Well, we're using question 9. So same store, same prices. We are using the system of equations that we have in question 9 to help us find the cost of a shirt and the cost of a tie in order to figure out the cost of Alvin's purchase. So I'm going to copy down that system of inequalities down here. So it was 4s and 2t equals 95, and 3s plus 3t equals 84. Okay, and what we need to do, I'm just going to move that over, is solve for shirt and tie. So if we're solving for cost of a shirt and cost of a tie, when I see a system of inequalities in standard form, most of us think of using elimination to solve for each variable. What does that mean? That means that we want to eliminate one variable. So we want to either get rid of the s or get rid of the t, because once we have an equation with just one variable, we know how to solve. So I am going to multiply my equations. I'm thinking about getting rid of one of these variables. So if I want to get rid of the t, I need to have the same number in negative and positive. So I need to have a 0 pair. So if I multiply the first one by -3 and the second one by 2, let's see what happens. I get 12s minus 6t equals negative 285. Pause the video, try multiplying out the second one. You should get 6s plus 6t equals 168. So we did that by multiplying every part of that bottom equation by 2. Okay? And now if we think about adding the 2 sides of both equations together, we have I should say negative 12s, I'm sorry. That was negative 3 times 4s right here. That should be negative 12. Okay, so we have negative 12s and 6s, which is negative 6. And we have negative 6t plus 6t, and that is our 0 pair. That makes 0. So we eliminated the variable t. We're left with negative 6s. Okay, and then on the other side, we have negative 285 and 168. If you add that together, you get negative 117. So now go ahead and solve that little equation for s. Okay, so you should have divided by negative 6, okay, on each side. So we get s is equal to 1950. Okay, so if you divided 117 divided by 6, you got 1950 for the cost of 1 shirt. Now we're going to use that information to find the cost of 1 tie. So 4s plus 2t equals 95. We're going to substitute 1950 for s. So let me just write it out here because there's no space there. 4 times 1950 plus 2t equals 95. Okay, now we're going to try to solve for t. So first we'll simplify the 4 times 1950, which is 78. So we have 78 plus 2t equals 95. And now we're trying to continue to solve for t. We could subtract 78 from each side. If you subtract 78 from each side, we have 2t is equal to 17. Divide that by 2. And we have t equals 850. So the cost of one tie is 850. Okay, so let's just circle the important parts. We have the t is 850, and we have s is 1950. So what are we trying to find again? Well, let's go back to the problem. We're trying to find the cost of one shirt and two ties. Well, one shirt we saw is 1950. Two ties, well, that's 2 times 850 because the tie is 850. So we have 1950 plus 17. Okay, 2 times 850 is 17. So cost of one shirt is 1950. Cost of two ties is 17. And if you add those both together, we get 3650. So it is choice D. A little bit of a tedious problem. I'll just go over what we did. First, we found the system of inequalities in system of equations in question 9, and that was choice B, 4s plus 2t equals 95, 3s plus 3t equals 84. Then we did elimination. Okay, so we chose two numbers to multiply those two equations in order that we should be able to eliminate a variable right there with a 0 pair. This way we were able to solve for s and got 1950. Then we took that 1950 and substituted it into an equation in order to solve for t, and we got 850. Then we went back to the question with those prices, 1950 and 850, and figured out cost of shirt and cost of two ties, added up together, and we got 3650 for the total.